Please welcome Shannon Cosgrove to the stage.
Hi, everyone. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. I have the pleasure of introducing Allison Jones. Allison is our Executive Creative Director here at Impact. She is a results-oriented, award-winning leader with over 13 years of experience. She has a track record in leading high-performance marketing teams from Fortune 500 to startups. Allison is passionate about creating change by empowering others to build a better world and fostering a culture of shaping, strengthening, and transforming brands looking for a voice. Please welcome to the stage, Allison Jones.
Right. Well, good afternoon. Did you get some coffee? Livening up a little? Good. Well, I am so excited to talk to you all today about going beyond the logo. What do we know about the last couple of years? As marketers and consumers, what happened that created a shift for all of us? I think we can all name it. The pandemic. The pandemic actually shifted purchasing online. And those temporary convenience options that we all experienced as marketers and consumers and business owners are likely to stick around for good. Now, more than ever, brands must build best-in-class digital experiences to enrich the in-person brand experiences. A global survey found that 56% of shoppers actually use their phones in store while they're shopping. Researching, scanning, checking things off a list. If you're my husband, you're taking photos of different products on the shelf and saying, is this the one? Is this the one? Our entire text thread is this the one? Yes. But what does it really mean for brands? What do they need to do to evolve and bring those two experiences of online and in-store together? They have to get phygital. Get phygital. What is phygital? Phygital marketing is a combination of physical and digital experiences that brands must engage to connect deeply with their customers. By blending both of these worlds, brands can create a powerful and memorable experience that engages customers on multiple levels. Phygital marketing is an essential tool. For any brand that really does want to remain competitive, you have to look at this approach, but you have to look at it by creating a seamless experience. You want to think of the consumer at the center of this, and we'll talk a little bit more about that shortly. So again, phygital. Some really smart marketers came up with this word, right? Like 2 words smashed together, phygital. It's a combination of physical and digital. So phygital marketing has been on the minds of marketers for several years, but it has yet to really take off. Why is that? Why now, right? We've all heard of these technologies, beacons, AR, VR. We've used them in our daily lives, but are we really using them to their full capacity? That's the question that we have when we talk about bringing phygital marketing to life today, in today's age. And we're going to talk about some of those ways that we can start blending those worlds together in a meaningful way with some exciting examples to share. But before we get really phygital, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Allison Jones, and I've been a VP marketer, a creative leader, and a phygital enthusiast for over 13 years. And I believe that you have to be a creative, a technologist, and a marketer to be all three. I've been at the intersection of leveraging creativity and technology and marketing to bring phygital experiences to brands large and small. From looking at McDonald's Monopoly and creating deep connections between consumers and the packaging in store at McDonald's, to eco tools, delivering eco-conscious educational training for a global beauty brand that connects users online and in the in-store experience. From leading Bear Paint with a color memory campaign that connected users with their Instagram memories and matched a paint sample to match those memories, delivering it directly to their door. and also at Robin Healthcare, where I really looked at how do we evolve the patient experience and bringing VFX, video, voice into the exam room to help improve the patient experience. So what do we know? We know that 76% of customers say that the best experiences are personalized. Would you say that's true? Pretty much, right? When somebody knows you and is talking to you like a human, you're going to be more engaged. They understand something about me. And we know that 85% of customers want brands to provide seamless experiences across all channels. So the benefits of, the benefits of this cascades. You can start by increasing customer engagement with the brand to extend customers' LTV, their lifetime value. But you can also end up with savings in prospecting and acquiring new customers. This is something that also can lead to a decrease in customer acquisition costs. The more you personalize, the more you know your customer across every physical and digital channel, you can create meaningful and high converting efficient marketing. So let's talk about the top 4 things to consider as you get phygital with your brand. Pay attention to your omni-channel strategy. Now, when you think about omni-channel marketing, you might think about linear. They do this, and then they go here, and I learn something about them, and then they convert. But what's interesting about omni-channel strategies is you really want to think about them as the customer at the center. It might start to look very much like a spider web. How are they engaging across the ecosystem of digital channels and physical channels to create that experience of feeling like the brand really does know me? You want to promote actions that integrate the online and the offline worlds. So those marketing actions that you think about, can't just think about them in isolation. You have to think about, if awareness is happening digitally at the top of my funnel, how am I going to bring in that personalized or intent data that I learn as they go through my marketing journey, even into print elements? You want to have technology as your ally. We know that apps, websites, QR codes, right? I saw you all scan Mohambir's QR code at the beginning. Those are digital, phygital tools that you can use and leverage. And some of them aren't always that expensive. And also, remember the creative aspect of it. Make sure that every piece of that journey that they're experiencing is unforgettable. So let's talk about a few examples. We're going to get into our first kind of phygital case study here for Lush Cosmetics. Who's heard of Lush? Anybody? Oh, good, show of hands, good. So Lush actually launched their Lush Lens App. And this is really the app that they needed to launch, because when you think about the core equities of a brand, when you think about the core equities of a brand, you think kind of about your packaging, right? How do you really brand effectively without that? Well, in the phygital space, we can connect those worlds. So I'm going to show a quick video to show a little bit about what Lush did to actually include that brand equity without packaging. And video. How many of you have used the Lush app? Any of you? Okay. So this was the way for them to really connect consumers to the rich material that people want to know and explore about the product. Without the packaging, you need a phygital experience to, even in an in-store environment, teach them about why this little foam ball that's green is the perfect thing for your hair, right? So what Lush did was they brought it to life through the Lush Lens app. And now, to date, that app has exceeded more than 2 million product scans in store, providing really core value to connecting consumer data about what customers want in the in-store environment to what they really care about in their product line. The next one, you all know, Nike's House of Innovation. So this is a brand who gets Phygital a lot. And we'll talk a little bit deeper about what they do, but has anyone in this room been to the Nike House of Innovation, New York City? There's a couple overseas. They're incredible experiences. So as a marketer, when I actually went into the House of Innovation for the first time, I was blown away. I was like, it's a personalized experience. You walk in, there's interactive gaming stations, sneaker labs, the biggest, most innovative and diverse product range for women and girls. It seems that I landed in a place where online shopping and offline were blended. Now, how do they do this? They say that it's the future of retail, and it's true, but it's important to note that these stores, these kind of ways of engaging consumers in a retail environment, it has rich implications that come with the amount of user data that they collect. So this is kind of what you'll experience if you were to walk into a House of Innovation. You're getting served unique messages about your fit, your type of style, maybe the clothing that you wear, but how do they know so much about you in that environment when you walk into a store? How do you know that in every room that you're getting an experience that's uniquely you? Well, all of the stores are data-driven. So the store's stock actually depends on user data that tells Nike which products are popular in the area specific to the store. Nike collects all this data, and you can probably guess it, through a huge arsenal of apps that they've introduced to the market. The Nike app, Nike Run Club, Nike Training, Sneakers, Nike Connect, Nike Adapt, Nike Fit. And through this broad array of apps, Nike can actually generate a significant amount of data and content to serve to you as you walk into this store. It's pretty incredible. Down to, how should your shoe fit? Let's use an app to size it. The morphology in Nike Adapt. So when you connect all of that consumer data from your digital channels and build compelling retail experiences, you can actually start to see a drastic increase in even retail shopping, which in 2020, 36% of Nike's revenue came from direct-to-consumer channels. Granted, that's in the middle of a pandemic when people weren't supposedly shopping in store. It's a rich experience that draws people in and connects them in a meaningful way to the products that they're looking to buy. The next one is an exciting case study. It's from a company called Perfect Day. They have a product line called Brave Robot Vegan Ice Cream. Now, what's interesting about Perfect Day is they didn't want to be a vegan ice cream company. They actually wanted to be an innovative manufacturing technology behind the brands that were looking to develop a vegan product offering. So actually, B2B designed and created, but put in sheep's clothing. So we'll talk a little bit about this. They wanted to essentially be the innovative manufacturing technology behind the brands looking to develop that. And so they actually designed an ice cream brand that was designed to melt away. Has anyone, Brave Robot? Vegans? No? Brave Robot essentially brought a vegan ice cream to market, and through influencer channels, saw massive impact. These consumers were delighted with a product that actually tasted pretty similar to milk. And we know that consumer brands, and Perfect Day actually knew this, that consumer brands are very powerful. They tend to interact with cultures in a way that's simply not possible for an ingredient supplier or a manufacturer, for a B2B company. But they really wanted to leverage the velocity, the intrigue, the excitement of the direct-to-consumer ice cream product to show larger brands that their technology could be the fuel behind a vegan product offering. And it worked. They secured from this single consumer launch activation over 11 global partnerships with some of the largest partners in the world. Nestle, Bell Group, Mars. They built a B2C offering that drove B2B success. And they looked at the whole value chain and said, how can we convince companies like Nestle that we're the manufacturing partner that can drive success within the communities and the markets that they're looking to take? The next is actually a very special one to us. So we are the proud company of being able to work with Promanage. And Promanage is essentially a company that offers financial wellness solutions to businesses that want to deliver financial fitness and wellness to their employees. And so from actuaries to investment analysts to benefit consultants and office managers, Promanage actually works towards one goal of making financial wellness more accessible. And they were able to bring this value to life by building an app that uses real participant data to educate on financial well-being. This helps Promanage's clients add value to their employment experience. So again, even in a B2B space, looking beyond to the end customer to provide meaningful things, tools that even customers can use to kind of bring that story to life. So the app has wonderful suggestions ranging from touch points that help bring in the corporation's goals, employee demographics. It also brings in employer branded information like payroll data, health insurance, retirement investments, which can actually make setup easier and improve financial guidance. So Befine only works when employees download it and use the app. And that's why we offer employers a marketing kit for the app to support and provide tips to help share Befine with their organizations. So again, connecting the threads of digital experiences, helping make employment even more powerful, and providing the tools and resources that look at the entire ecosystem of delivering value to employees and providing digital marketing omni-channel thinking to connect the dots. And with this, you can build stronger relationships with clients. You can build tools that help their organizations add value to benefit the experience. We touch digital experiences every single day of our life. Namely, the one that you did 3 hours ago when you scanned the QR code. And we can think about many more. AR is a definite dominant one in the space today. And even looking at Home Depot, who deployed a Home Depot appliance campaign, resulted in a 10% sales increase for those products. Starbucks, I'm sure you've all used this one maybe a couple times today, maybe yesterday even, personalizes the app to offer you rewards. And we know that customers who use the app spend 2.5 times more than those who don't. CGI ads are also becoming a larger and larger trend within the space. And I think you've all seen the Barbie campaign that came out from, from the, what is it? Who is Barbie? Not Mint. What is it? Mintel? Mattel. Mattel did a CGI ad that brought Phygital marketing to a new level. And with this ad, Barbie stepped out of her box next to the Burj Khalifa. Again, using AR, VR, even CGI in digital ads within physical spaces to promote brands in ways that are powerful and breakthrough. She's certainly not looking for Ken. We know that AI and ML are the tools, and you heard from Moham Bir, that personalize experiences and allow us to analyze consumer data in a deeper way. AR and VR, again, those technologies that create immersive experiences that engage customers on a deeper level. And apps that streamline a customer's journey by providing quick and easy access to information. Again, looking at your organization and thinking about deploying a Phygital strategy, you want to look at customer data, your CRM, or other areas where you're keeping data on your employees or data on your customers through their journey, those intent data, things that you can collect as they go through your marketing funnel. Take those data points and think about how you can create a seamless customer experience. Thinking all the time about how am I going to deeply engage these customers? And optimize. Test, 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 and iterate. That's the beauty of Phygital. With digital experiences connected to the print journey, you can optimize those areas where digitally we're engaging at the top of funnel and creating more personal experiences down funnel and seeing what works. We know there are barriers to getting Phygital. I know you're thinking the cost of implementing technology and creating these experiences might seem vast. We know that there's a need for high quality data to create these experiences. We also know that there's a need for skilled talent and design to implement campaigns. And we also know that the risk of technology not working and leading to negative experiences could be common. But it's important to think that you might have access to tools that unlock Phygital experiences right under your nose. So how many of you have a CRM? Right? Or yes, good. You've implemented a CRM or you're looking at implementing a CRM strategy. That's a great repository for initially gathering customer data, understanding intent, making sure that you're flagging and looking at where they're coming from within your marketing funnel. How many of you have connected QR codes to your print marketing materials? So you can see the value of the work that you're delivering downstream. These are already Phygital ways that you're connecting the customer journey. So it might not be so scary. So I want to tell you, let's get Phygital. Take time to actually shape your customer journey, create seamless experiences that combine physical and digital elements, and bring brands and your consumers together in memorable moments that they'll never forget. It'll set you apart from your competitors, drive customer engagement, and build meaningful relationships with your customers. So let's get Phygital. Thank you.